So I mean, so you're coming off a fight.
Yeah.
0-1.
Like
completely fine, completely
L.
respectable.
Fat L though.
Yeah, so like kind of like walk us like what's it like social media boxing? Like
what's it like losing?
No, not even that. Just like the whole process behind it, because like you guys are kind of going through some shit right now with it. Like, you know, it's all in the news. There's I mean, for anyone that doesn't know, Social Gloves is having a little issue with the with their bank. I don't know, something's not working. I don't think
something's not
the
working.
wire's not going through.
I don't know if their Venmo's working right now, might be banned. They're trying to figure it out.
For some reason I didn't get the PayPal notification yet. I mean, the whole process of the thing was very unorganized. We were getting notified throughout the entire thing, just different rules. We were sitting in the locker room, like about to fight, and they informed us that we were wearing headgear.
What? You didn't think you were wearing it before?
No. They told us
what the fuck?
we were promoting it as if it was like, 16 ounces, no headgear. It was originally 14 ounces, no headgear, but then 2 weeks out said 16 ounces because the commission said it's not it's not an amateur fight.
Okay. And it's theoretically the heavier gloves makes it less dangerous, right?
Yeah. But then it was 16 ounces. Kale and them were fighting, and I noticed that they were wearing headgear. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no, yeah, you have to wear headgear. And I was like, I'm not stepping out like into the ring with that headgear. That was wrestling headgear.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like legitimate headgear. That was wrestling headgear. So there was just a bunch of things that weren't lining up. Me and J-Rod alone, we would just talk about it for like hours at a time, like how stupid this whole event or unorganized this whole event was. But
the production,
it was a great production, great turnout. Well, maybe not, but but it was overall the experience was great. Very nerve-wracking.
Really?
When you step in there, it's like all the training goes out the fucking door.
Yeah.
You step in front of 30,000 people for a sport that you've only been training 3 months for. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck? Why are I can't even fucking talk. Why are there so many people watching a TikToker box right now?
Yeah, it's nuts.
But like, I mean, that's kind of the goal of the whole thing, right? Is like you want your TikTok, like you want like your TikTok fans, YouTube fans to be like watching you and paying for it.
Yeah, but in person, like, because I haven't done any events in person since before COVID. And it was nowhere near that turnout. It would be like 1,000 people maybe.
Mm-hmm. You had way less followers back then.
Yeah, so you see 30,000 people in the audience as you're walking down into a ring. You're like, holy fuck.
What were you hearing? Were you hearing like everyone, just cheering or just were you
cheering.
block it out?
It was mainly cheering. I didn't hear anything other than the ref bitching me out and then my coach telling me to do the basics. And I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
Why did you walk alone down the ring?
Why did I walk? Because it was hard.
It was hard?
It was hard. No. I wanted to do the thing when we were doing like the face-off weigh-in thing. Did you notice that there was like a lot of people booing me?
Yeah,
shit ton of people.
It was a shit ton of Ace Family fans.
So many fans. Even that alone was like unorganized. They didn't tell us that was something that you had to pay to get into. Oh, so I promoted it on my story, and so did Taylor the day before, saying it was like a free turnout, like come through. It's going to be super lit. And then 700 people at the door got turned around because it was apparently like $200 per person to get in there. Yeah. So that, again, something that was super unorganized that we were told falsely of. But everyone was booing me there. I was talking to Austin face to face, and he's like, yeah, you hear the crowd? And I was like, I go like this, and I said, this crowd's not going to be in the ring with us. And I kind of like point to the crowd.
Yeah.
And then that's why I walked out alone, because it was like, I don't care how many people are behind you. It's only me and you in there. But then it would have been harder if I won. But
So when you're in that ring, like right when it starts, what did you notice about like the entire fight, like you and Austin? Is it all a blur, or was it? Do you remember like the first thing you were thinking?
I remember everything. It was like, so when we were first stepping in there, I was fully calm. Like I was like, okay, the nerves are starting to get out. But then the ref kept coming up to me and saying like stuff that was just super stupid. Like he obviously didn't like. He just kept telling me not to do stuff that is completely legal in boxing. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I don't know, because this is how I spar, this is how I train. I like to get on the inside. I have shorter arms, so like I hit people on the inside. I don't have the reach to touch someone that's like far. So every time I would go towards him, he's like, if you do that again, you get a point off. I'm like, you're allowed to hit people in tie-ups. Yeah. Like you see boxing, that's like legal in actual boxing. So it was just kind of throwing me off. That was a huge distraction. He takes off a point in the first round, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
Like I was confused. So like the ref hating me kind of just got in my head. So did like the audience. It was just like so many different factors.
Yeah.
Didn't perform as well as I was training, and it's It sucks, but
In the last round, you got pushed down. You didn't get like knocked down. Like were you upset like when he like waved the whole fight because you got pushed down?
Oh, I was fully upset. I would have 100% kept going. My cardio was like there. Like I was not tired. And Austin and I even talked after the fight, and he was like, "Yo, I was gassed."
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he was gassed in the third round because he was going so hard. And my trainers told me like just go slow, and then towards the later rounds, that's when you pick everything up.
So and then in like the promotion for the fight, I think like you saw people like making videos of the I've been in 40 street fights.
Yeah. I'm a real fighter.
I'm a real fighter. And then at the end, you're like, this is I'm just an influencer. I'm not a fighter. Dude. And then it would be like the R.I.P. grave, and it would just like play like Looney Tunes music
literally,
on like end credit scene.
I will tell you right now what was going through my head. I was like just so in shock of everything. And then I was doing like the after speech or whatever. And I meant to say I'm not a boxer. I never claimed to be a boxer.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
just came out right.
Yeah, but instead I said fighter, even though like the entire fight and promotion, I said I'm a fighter.
well, I mean, like there's this thing, right? Like after boxing, like after normally like after like a loss or anything after. You don't really like interview. You kind of like give them a minute to like get back into like an interviewing sense. So I don't know. I just thought like that was kind of funny, but I was like, this thing like could be scripted, like their promotional video.
That was the biggest meme out of everything. Yeah, 100% out of everything. That was the biggest meme. But no, yeah, it was like I was still in the moment of like, what the fuck is going on, and it was just all happening so fast. I was like, yo, I just fucked up.
Right when you say it,
I was like
thinking back
fuck.
to the one moment on the promotion.
When you look out to that crowd, like at the end, you're saying like all the emotion. Like what is that emotion? Is it like, fuck, dude, I built this over the last like 5 years. This is where I'm at in social media. This is insane. Was it that thought?
Yeah, it was like a crazy experience. The turnout was insane. The production was insane. Even though like there's some problems going on or whatever, those will be figured out. But just doing that event alone and seeing how successful it actually was, is a blessing in itself. It was fucking insane.
It was insane.
So do you think you're gonna fight KSI next, or who do you got?
Dude, honestly, I definitely want to do that again. I can't end my record 0-1 for sure. Maybe 0-2. No, I'm kidding. But I have to win my next one. Otherwise, I guess I'll just stick to my YouTube, TikTok shit. But
I mean, you could be Logan Paul and just be 0-2 as well.
wait, did he?
Yeah, he lost.
He's lost twice.
To KSI, then he lost to now Floyd.
Well, he's tied one, he's lost one, and then.
But that was an exhibition fight. There was no announced winners.
Okay, yeah,
True.
true. Okay, you're right. Sorry, with KSI though, he lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, an 0-1 boxer gets to fight the greatest of all time. Shit, maybe I'll go down that route.
Yeah, exactly.
So and then there's also some.
J-Rod's
He's like, no.
It's like, no, we don't want you to be 0-2.
So kind of